all black. Find your home.
We hit Black 11.
I hit Black 11. That's the dragon.
Welcome back to Water Hose Drinkers. Today is November 5th. It is a Wednesday. Sorry, brain froze. Welcome back to Water Hose Drinkers. It's good to be back with you, Cole. Sorry,
What's
my
up?
brains are moving a little slow to start this episode, but it is what it is. We're back, a little hiatus after 2 weeks. First
It
off,
must be
how you
the
doing,
new
my friend?
haircut. It must be the new haircut throwing you off, making your
New
brain
hair.
not work.
Yeah, that, and then looking at, I don't have a hat on, and usually I do, and the hairline's getting a little, I'm going to keep the hair right here so I don't show this side of it or right here.
Jeez.
You know?
Yeah, just doing good. Busy week, a lot going on. Been just grinding. I mean,
A lot going on in the personal life, work life,
yeah, sports
everything.
life. I mean,
Yeah.
fantasy football. I mean, the lore in the fantasy football
First
chats right
time
now is
all
crazy.
year I won all three games in my fantasy football leagues.
I won two leagues. I won by a combined 1.3. So one league I won by zero point 0.8, another league I won by zero point 0.5.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that was great. It was awesome. It was absolutely amazing.
Anyway, song of the week. Halloween was last week, so we didn't do a podcast last week. So I'm gonna keep it on the Halloween train. I got Halloween Face by Widespread Panic.
Yeah, I'm not a Panic guy. I don't listen to much of it,
They
but
they also played in Savannah this past weekend. I mean, I couldn't go, but if I was a single guy and didn't have a kid, I probably would have been in Savannah this past weekend. So not anymore, but
I uh
had some friends that went 2 shows, heard it was a hell of a concert.
I was what was I? Oh yeah, I was asleep.
Yeah.
I was asleep because I Halloween is like the busiest time of year, and Tallahassee, it's like a sought out thing. So I hunkered down until about game time. But yeah, I mean, Halloween's just Halloween. I was a cow at a Halloween
Yeah.
party a couple weeks ago.
I threw on the old Matt Ryan jersey. So I was contemplating wearing a Sauce Gardner jersey, and hindsight now, I am glad I didn't do that. So
Oh, I forgot about that. I
I'm gonna,
forgot.
hey, end of the episode. I'm gonna get into that. So we'll hold off. Hold off. I've been planning about how I'm gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna save it for the end of the episode. So
Oh my God, I forgot about all that. We've been so busy. I forgot
yeah. So
you're a
when
Jets
NFL,
fan.
and we'll kind of jump into NFL talk right now, but we'll leave that conversation till the end of the episode.
Okay, let me get through my song. It's actually you're going off of one holiday. I'm gonna think ahead to Monday. Monday is arguably one of the biggest days of the year. It's November 10th. Do you know what happened November 10th, 1975, Josh?
Um, I want to say there's a big thing in Tampa that goes on. Is that where people dress up like pirates in Tampa?
That's Gasparilla, and that's in January. November 10th, 1975, there was a crew aboard a ship leaving on the Great Lakes Superior carrying iron ore to Cleveland. Are you following? Are you following me from Detroit to Cleveland?
No.
And then the gales of November came early. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot is my song of the week because on Monday it'll be 50 years since the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
To be completely honest
You've
with
heard the
you,
song. You have heard the
completely
song.
over my head.
I promise you've heard the song. I promise you've heard the song. So on Monday,
Can we go ahead?
everyone needs to drink 29 plus one, 29 beers plus one. It was 29 crew member lost their lives on the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. You know
Can
the
we
song.
pause? Can we pause real quick so we don't get flagged on YouTube so I can listen to the song?
No, no, no. Just here, quietly. I don't want to here, just
All right, so that was me just being dumb, brain fried. Absolute banger of a song, Cole. Sorry I threw you off there. Just listen to the intro and I was like, I heard the guitar playing and I was like, yeah, I know the song. Hell of a song.
that's my song of the week.
Hell of
29 plus one.
Okay, I still don't get the reference, but I'll listen to the whole. My
There
brain,
was
my brain.
29 crew members were on board of the Edmund Fitzgerald and they lost their lives.
Okay,
And if they sank to Lake Superior, I don't know how else to explain it, but on
anyway,
Monday,
moving
it
along.
is. I don't want to move on yet because it's so important that people know about the 50th anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald and the gales of November that took that ship from us. Look it up. Look up the history of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Look up the
Okay,
song.
okay,
It is. Oh, there we go. 50 years.
okay. Anyway, moving along. Dude, NFL last 2 weeks, there's been some craziness happening. You've seen a bunch of trades. Cowboys are making trades. Like I said, I'm gonna get to the Jets at the end. Your Bucks had a bye week. So if you want to give a quick rundown for the Bucks the last 2 weeks, that'd be great.
Um, we got to get healthy. I mean, we lost to the
Still really
Lions.
good.
Lost to the Lions. Baker was off on his game, and then was that our bye week? I'm having a brain
I don't
fart. I
know.
think we were.
All I heard is I'm 1-0 against you this year, since Lions are my coined new favorite.
Oh, I
So,
completely forgot that we played the Saints, but it didn't even matter because we won by 20. Like the Saints
yeah.
are
And
absolute.
Shaheed got traded to the Seahawks too.
I
I saw
was
that.
looking up all the. I was trying to look up
Also,
Schefter.
we do have a game against each other coming up, Cole, that we'll talk about in the future. Georgia Southern women's basketball travels to Tallahassee to play. Speaking of Georgia Southern women's basketball, sorry, I'm getting off of this NFL track. This coming Sunday, Georgia Southern hosts the LSU women's in Statesboro, Georgia. It's a freaking massive, massive game, dude. Probably going to be a sold out crowd in the hill. So super, super happy about that. But going back to the NFL, dude, Packers look good. Packers look really, really good right now lately. Let me check on.
Until the leg of yet another Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
Ryan Fitzgerald takes
dude,
them out on Sunday.
that's exactly what I was about to say. And Panthers, dude, Fitzy having an unbelievable year so far, dude. Super, super happy for him. Panthers sneaky 5-4 right now.
It ain't sneaky, dude. The rest of the NFC. I mean, I could tell you this. It's the Bucks division, and then it's the Panthers. And the Panthers are doing it the right way. They're building off of a young
Hmm.
core and they're doing it,
Hmm.
I
Right.
like the move they've
I
made.
still question Bryce Young. But Rico Dowdle is a wagon right now. They got a good run game. So
The best fantasy pickup I made all year.
I got him in my dynasty league too, so I'm right there
Me
with you.
too. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Falcons are still an absolute disaster, dude. Disaster. Absolute pitiful, pitiful franchise. They should sell. Arthur Blank needs to sell the franchise. The Falcons need to rebrand, get out of Atlanta just to have hope. Honestly, they're horrible. I hate watching them play. I don't know why I do this to myself. I can't stand them. They're horrible. They need to quit football. They need to freaking sell the entire roster and just restart, burn the jerseys, rebrand, go back to the throwback jerseys, get out of the stadium, do anything you can. The Falcons are just horrible, horrible, horrible franchise. That's my Falcons rant.
They've been the the team. Yeah, I've actually had decent time at my Falcons experiences and the stadium. I'm sorry. I can't
Dude,
let you go on a rant when my buddy, my good friend, works at the stadium. Like I can't sit
yeah,
here. I
I
don't want
know.
him out of a job. I don't want him out of a job.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. But it's just like you pay Koo all this money. He did start off like struggled only
You're
like.
just upset about that. You're upset
Yes,
about
I
Koo.
am. And then they cut the freaking bozo they replaced Koo with. Like, I just don't understand that. Like he's terrible. And then hypothetically, I take the freaking Falcons money line last Sunday instead of the points. So I was like, no, I think the Falcons are going to win. They're not going to cover 5. I like the dub. I like plus 200 odd whatever it is.
Against Drake May, against Drake May
But they
and Mike
covered. They
Vrabel.
covered, and I freaking hypothetically bet the money line. But anyway, moving along, dude. Scatterboo, nasty injury, by the way.
Yeah.
Chargers did have somewhat of a tight one against the Titans, but
I
Chargers
do have
Chargers
I
still
do,
look good, man.
I do have the list of the final trade tally between October and November,
Mhm.
which I can run through the big names right now if you like me to. I will start at the top. Sauce
Yep.
Gardner
Yep.
went to Indy.
Quinnen
Uh,
Williams to the Cowboys.
AD Mitchell, AD Mitchell going to the Jets. I actually really love that. I think AD Mitchell's
AD
a hell
Mitchell
of a
went to the
player.
Jets. I didn't know that.
Mazzie Smith, remember that pick that the
Hmm.
Cowboys made to the
Hmm.
Jets. Rashid Shaheed to Seattle will be a nice compliment, I think, to that offense and to Sam Darnold. Jacoby Myers to Jacksonville, I think, is actually going to be a
Yes.
hell of a move for him. Jalen Phillips, the Eagles do it again. I don't know how Howie Roseman does it, but
Dude.
he just does it. It's incredible. He needed an edge rusher. Went and got an edge rusher. And then ex Buck Joy Tryon Sharinka to Chicago. Another names Jair Alexander to Philadelphia. Can he stay healthy? I don't know.
Yeah, short
Michael
little stint in Baltimore, correct?
Michael Carter the second is at Philadelphia as well.
Hmm.
John Mechie to the
Hmm.
Jets.
Hmm.
And then I'm just going to keep going. Nothing really big. And then obviously Joe Flacco went to Cincinnati,
The
which has been
Jets
a
can
hell of a
figure out. I guess they might sell Brees. I don't know if they're gonna get out of Brees Hall, but dude,
You
sneaky,
re-signed Brees. You guys have a ton of first round picks.
yeah, ton of first round picks and sneaky good young wide receiver room. You got Garrett Wilson, you got G5 in there. You now have AD Mitchell, you now have Mechie. I wish they would have held on to Malachi Corley, but they cut him at the beginning of the season.
No, did they? I swear to God,
They
I thought
cut
he was
him.
on the team.
They cut him at the beginning of the season. He's on the Browns now.
Then, that's right. He is on the
Malachi Corley
Browns.
from Western Kentucky.
That's right. I remember that now. Oh, yeah. Revenge game, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should pull him off my taxi squad and put him in the starting spot. There is a also fun fact, notable ex-Georgia Bulldog from Lakeland, Florida is on the Jets. Arian Smith.
Arian Smith.
He's
Yeah. Yeah.
from my hometown. He is from Lakeland, Florida.
Sneaky good. Sneaky good. Sorry. He dropped a lot of balls at Georgia last year, but sneaky good late round pickup for the
Oh yeah,
last year's
fast,
draft.
very fast.
Yeah, so they got a good young wide receiver room. They just enough of that freaking franchise, dude. I hate him.
Yeah, I wish the Bucks would have made some moves, but it's hard when you draft so well.
Yeah.
You kind of just stick with what you know and just try and get healthy. Just overall, looking at the right now the playoff picture for which is incredible, by the way.
Hmm.
Indianapolis Colts 7-2. Are we back in like the mid 2000s? Because it's the Colts, the Patriots, the Broncos, and the Steelers are your top four AFC teams. And
Yeah.
then you go Buffalo, Chargers, Jacksonville. Chiefs are sitting at that 8 spot.
That's crazy right now. And the Chiefs they got beat by
And
the Bills the other week.
yeah, well, that happens. It's only the regular
I
season.
think the
You know
Chiefs
that
might have a bye week this week. So
they do.
we don't get to see them on prime time this week. Thank the Lord. Because I swear, and honestly, dude, and it's like the whole prime time deal, this ESPN stuff, I'm not even gonna get into it. That crap just pisses me off, dude. I just had to pay extra just to watch the Georgia Southern game tomorrow night, dude.
I always had Hulu Live because I knew this was bound to happen, so I just conformed to the mouse. Jumping over to the NFC playoff picture real quick, you have, and
Hmm.
again, the it says Philly is in first because they have the tiebreaker over the Bucks. So it goes Philly, Tampa, then the Seahawks in third. Green Bay is 5-2-1 in that 4 seed. the Rams, the 49ers, the Lions, and then the Bears. But man, when you take a look at the NFC, it's fluid all the way down to that 10 to that 10 seed. You know, like it, it, 10 through let me see here, 10 to 7 is separated by one game. You have one
Hmm.
game separation. So it's very, very competitive. But I'm very interested to see who ends up with the number
Yeah.
one overall pick. Will it be the Jets, the Titans, or the Saints? That is something that we need to start watching
Here's
for.
my call. The Jets are going to be tracking number one pick all year. And, last game or two, they're going to win a game that they're not supposed to and get the second or third overall pick. Happens every single time. They were supposed to get Trevor, and then they got Zach Wilson instead. So, which was a fantastic idea in hindsight, especially when you had Penei Sewell sitting on the board as well. But, is what it is. I don't have anything else for NFL if you want to move along to college football.
Go Bucks. That's all I
Um,
have.
so college football, first college football playoff ranking came out. You got Ohio State at one, Indiana two, Texas A&M three, Bama four, Georgia five, Ole Miss six, BYU seven, Texas Tech eight, which they play each other this week. That's going to be a good game. Oregon at nine, Notre Dame at 10, Texas at 11, Oklahoma at 12. And dude, this is the same teams every single freaking time. I don't like how is Notre Dame number 10 in the country, to be quite honest with you? And it's just like I don't get it. They just want to put the same teams in every single time, every single week. Like the college football playoff, who the committee is just bozos. And then you go down the list to the top 25. Like, dude, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Memphis right now should be a top 25 over Tennessee, should be a top 25 over Pitt, should be in the top 25 over Washington. And I mean, it's just like I don't get it. And then you got Louisville sitting at 7-1, and Virginia sitting at 8-1. You got Tech sitting at 8-1, and you're telling me that these teams shouldn't be in the college football playoff if it ended right now over Notre Dame or Texas or Oklahoma. And I mean, it's just like I think Utah's a good team, but it's just like I just don't get it. I don't get the and then just having no G5 teams ranked just look, and I understand it's the AP poll. Well, the AP poll's got Memphis at 22. It's like okay, but does the AP poll really matter in the grand scheme of things? Absolutely not. Like it's I don't think I think they shouldn't have rankings till college football playoff rankings come out, to be quite honest with you.
I'm never wrong. I'm just early. So I put my Florida State hat on. We knew it was a problem, what, 2 years, 3 years ago? We
Yeah.
tried to tell everybody, and now everyone is talking about well, what's going on this, what's going on that. You're shocked that the
No,
you're
I'm
shocked
not
that
shocked that they're putting the same several teams in every year. I'm not
it's
shocked.
all money. It's all money. It's the two big television. And then you look at Notre Dame, and people were like, Miami beat Notre Dame in head-to-head. Miami should be over Notre Dame. Yeah, you forget they also have their own TV contract.
Mhm.
NBC, I think NBC gets a game. All of these, I mean, the ESPN gets the final, like semifinal, whatever. But man, it's the TV contracts, and they call them experts. No, they're administrators at all of these schools who
That are
serve three
profiting off
years.
of it.
Yeah, and they say that there's no bias. Brother, there's bias. There's always bias.
Mhm.
We're never wrong. We're just early. College football is in a weird spot right now where it's like,
It's just
what
like
do you,
UNC getting the play-in game. UNC getting the play-in game in March Madness last year. It's like, oh, their athletic director was on the committee. Oh, he just stepped out of the room. Yeah, like that makes a
it's
freaking
brand.
difference.
It's
Like,
just you knew something
man,
was wrong December 3rd, 2023, arguably the worst day of my life. I'm never wrong. I'm just early. Florida State fans tried to tell, and I'll even this up. The ACC is going, where is there no respect? Well, I have a tweet that's still going off right now. Not going off, but I quote tweeted Jake Malisak and he had said Virginia Cavaliers coming at 14 in the first college football playoff rankings. The ACC might be cooked. I put a meme with it and I said ACC has been cooked since December 3rd, 2023, brother. That's just the way it goes because when you leave out an undefeated, and I'm just going to get on my soapbox here, when you leave out a Power Four conference champion, undefeated Power Four conference champion, and you start devaluing the games,
Mhm.
even listening to them talk about the games, it's like, well, analytically, Texas A&M is this, but they don't really feel like this type of team.
Mhm.
It's all a wash. I'm still going to love college football. I'm still going to love the pageantry and the
Yeah.
vibes. It's just what we need to do is revamp the decision making. We need to bring back a combination of the BCS, and then we also need former coaches and
Mhm.
former with no ties to the school. Former coaches, I would say, would be perfect for this. You
I
get
want Nick
it's
Saban on this committee.
I do too. I think Nick Saban would be a good one. Former players, former coaches.
Mhm.
I want guys who have not school athletic directors, not the guys deciding where the money goes, not presidents, not this. I want the guys who have been there in the trenches and stuff. And I also want a cap on NIL. I want to have a salary cap on NIL. But
Mhm.
will I get that? Probably not. It's fine. But Florida State fans were made fun of for 2 years. And now look at it. Look where we're at now. You're shocked that the top six of the 12 are SEC teams
Yeah.
when it's broadcasted on ESPN. It's not a shocker anymore. It
And
is what it
then
is.
you got a team like Memphis, and it's like, oh well, they did they lose to Arkansas or they beat Arkansas?
All right. After USF lost, it was
Okay, so
heartbreaking.
anyway, they're just like, oh, like, Arkansas, Memphis played Arkansas, like they beat Arkansas because Pittman got fired after that game. I remember that. So Memphis beat Arkansas, and people were like, oh, like it's just Arkansas, like that's not a big win. But meanwhile, Arkansas is going toe to toe with every other school in the SEC, and then you got a three-loss Tennessee that still gets in the rankings. Like, tell me how that makes sense. And it's just like, oh, it's just so and so.
They're good losses. They're great losses. You
There's
can't
there's
punish them
no
for
such thing as a good loss. A loss is a loss. It doesn't matter. I hate the whole good loss thing. And it's like, okay, if you want to go a good loss, James Madison's only loss is to Louisville. Louisville's a one-loss team right now. Is that so? How's James Madison not in the picture right now? As much as I don't like James Madison, but how are they not in the conversation right now? Because I think James Madison right now, at this very moment, is the best team in the group of five.
really
Yes, dude, just the way that
over.
over Memphis, I'll take them over Memphis, over Tulane, over USF right now at this very moment. Now that things can change. Games this weekend will get played, and my opinion very well can change on that. I'm just saying what I think right now at this very moment.
I'm gonna go back to it. They don't need to have ranking. The AP poll is fun. It's very fun. We need
It's
to take
clicks.
away
All
it.
clicks.
We need to take away. You don't need a preseason poll because that is where it gives them a jump point of like where they
Yes.
think teams are, and that's the problem. It's like, okay, who's a good example of this? Also, it's incredible. Texas has they prop teams up to beat them later down the road. I mean, Texas was unranked a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago. Unranked, lost to a bad Florida team.
Yep.
Georgia's not that good either. Georgia almost lost to Florida. It's and I think
But
and
here's the thing, that's a good loss because Florida's in the SEC. But then USF beats Florida and they're like, oh, like Florida's bad. Like they're not that good of a football team.
I'll give it to it. And
But then
also,
Florida beats Texas, and then like Georgia barely beats Florida, and like, oh, like that's SEC week in, week out, like blah blah blah. But it's just you see what I'm saying? It's like, but when
yeah,
USF beats them, it's like, oh, they're a bad Florida team. It doesn't matter.
I
Like
know
that's not a big win.
they're just
Like
moving. The brothers just moving the goalposts, and it is
it,
what it
it's
is.
it's not a big win for USF, and that's not a bad loss for Texas, for Florida beating Texas because Florida's in the SEC. But Florida's bad when USF beats them. And
And
it's
Notre Dame has one of the largest religions behind them. There's no way that they have the largest fan base in the country. One of the
dude,
largest fan bases.
somebody tweeted was like, and they were so wrong. They were like, "Oh, like you can't tell me like I just it was a couple weeks ago, it might have been last week." And it's like you can't tell me like anybody's gonna watch Georgia Tech versus Memphis in a college football playoff game. It's like, dude, I guarantee you there's gonna be just as many people watching that game as there will be any other college football playoff game.
I will happily bet on that game too. I would happily bet on a
I'm
Indiana
locked
Georgia,
in.
Indiana versus Virginia, Indiana versus anybody. Hell, I'm at the point now where I'm like, screw it, IU. I'm jumping on the train. Go win the whole damn thing. Or Texas Tech actually was my sleeper like Final
Mhm.
Four playoff team. I wouldn't mind seeing them go do it the damn thing,
Big,
but they
big,
just
big game this weekend versus BYU.
I
At
just am
home, I
tired.
believe.
I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing all the same ones, like you said, but there's just nothing you can do. I'm just trying to get out of this conference, and I think that it is slowly but surely happening. So I hate the ACC. I hate them so
Okay.
much.
Now you're on the Florida State talk, so let's jump into that.
There's not
Big,
much,
big win.
not
Big.
much to talk about. I just had to get out of the month of October.
I will say I laughed my ass off seeing you shirtless, waving your shirt in the air with, dude, I love that people are doing that. I really do.
I
It's hilarious to me, honestly.
I've been going to games shirtless since 2022, so this is nothing new for me. I
I know, but
will
just seeing a bunch of dudes in the stands shirtless, waving their shirts over their head is just hysterical to me, honestly.
I was unsure about the game, obviously, with how they we needed a bye week, and we got one, our second one.
Yeah.
Come out of the bye and get refreshed, get some people healthy. It's what you needed to do. Homecoming game, very important, a lot of energy. Halloween game, spooky. But think about it, right as the clock strikes midnight, and it becomes November, it's almost like Florida State looked like the team from August or September. You know what I mean? And they looked lights out. They were flying to the football, scoring points. I was a little slow to start out with, I will say that. And I took it upon myself. I was like, it was tough because I was like, man, they don't deserve the menu.
Yeah.
The fan base was pissed. It's been tough couple weeks. So I was like, I'm gonna just dress like
Don't
a
tell me
normal.
about a fan base being pissed, dude.
I was dressing like a normal fan. Now, did I have a couple beverages at the stadium to the point where I saw the thing forming and I was like, I'm gonna go be a part of that.
On the way. Yeah.
And may or may not have taken a video and posted it on my social. And that video may or may not have been quote tweeted by our defensive coordinator, who thanked us for doing it and then also responded to my "Hey, let's run it back at Virginia Tech" tweet. So no, it was a good team win. They were flying to the football. Massive, looking ahead, massive game this weekend. And this is a pivotal point for both of these teams. Whereas I believe that if Clemson loses at home, it will be like you'll see at the end of the year, Dabo Swinney and Clemson have decided to part ways. It's such a big game for both schools. Like Mike Norvell needs to keep winning to keep his job, or to keep the seat from getting hotter and hotter than it already may be. Win out, you're eight. You win out, you're 8-4. Coming off of a two, I'm not happy with 8-4, but coming off of 2-10, I will take that. It's so important that you go into Death Valley and you dominate. Duke just did. If Duke can do it, why can't you do it? We've gone in there and won. Mike's gone in there and won before. He broke the 7-year streak that Clemson had on us in 2023,
We
where
were
we
at that
ran it.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, we were at that game. So it's not going to be an easy task. It's a night game, but I do believe that the boys are healthy. The boys are flying to the football, and the boys are going to be ready to go. And I'm going to say early prediction, we might go all white for this game.
Mhm.
I think, or we're gonna pack the garnet pants, which I love doing. I love packing the garnet pants. Um, so have some fun with it, and let's just go up there and dominate, and let's get a win. Let's bring it back. I like Clemson. I like the Clemson fans. I mean, we were the ones that win at the ACC together. We both are trying to get out of the ACC. We're the big, whether both of our universities can be down, we draw the most eyes. The our brands are the biggest in the ACC, and people don't like that. Tough shit. That's what we are. And logo carries weight. And I have nothing but respect for Clemson. And I wish I was going,
Especially in the
but
last decade, y'all are the two biggest brands for sure.
I
I mean,
wish I was
say
going.
history, Miami's a big brand, but it's like, okay, let's last 20 years here. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
Miami hasn't been shit since the 80s. I think that I really wanted to go to this game. I was gonna go to this game, but then I have family coming up, so I'm gonna watch the game with my brother and my father this weekend. They're coming up to visit me because little man, not so little, has a tour of Florida State on Monday.
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, application is in, so now we're just waiting. But yeah, hoping for a big win. And then I will be at the Virginia Tech game, and I will be at the Florida game as well. Confirmed 9 years in a row. Little preview of that. This will be my ninth Florida State game in a row this upcoming year.
That's awesome. You gotta love that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my coin next year, 10 years, and then I'm
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I mean, just to know is you got to get back on track. I mean, Norvell's seat is hot
it's
right now,
warm. I would
but
say it's warm.
yeah, and I mean, at the same
This
time,
is not the time you want to go coach searching. Right now is not
dude,
it.
no, because what are you gonna do?
You're
If
not
you fire your
outbidding
coach, you fire your
anybody.
coach right now, dude, it's only gonna get worse.
No, no, but not even look at that. Look at the jobs that are open. LSU, Florida, Auburn, Arkansas, Penn State, Oklahoma State, UCLA. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get into a bidding war with LSU, Penn State, Florida, and now Auburn, especially Auburn. I'm not trying to get into with any of those schools. I'm
Well,
not trying to
then,
get in a
then
bidding war with.
you don't know what coach is going to leave. It's a rumor that Mike Elko might go to Penn State. So okay, say he does that. Texas A&M's job's open. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a never-ending door, and it's just
Lane leaves Ole Miss. Ole Miss has deep pockets.
yeah.
I'm really curious to see it, and I think Kentucky is going to be coming open.
Mhm.
Kentucky needs to come open soon. I believe it will.
I mean, John Summerall's the hottest name on the market right now too. So at least out of the group of five,
Yeah, I just know that I don't
him and that
think
guy from
that
North Texas.
I don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. Golish down in Tampa.
I
I
think he
wonder
stays. I
if
don't think he goes anywhere this year.
I wonder if Silverfield at Memphis's name is going to be popping up. You
True.
know,
I mean, had a lot of success with quarterbacks as well. So he's got that kid from Nevada rolling right now. I mean, Seth Hennigan was good. I mean, had J.C. French out of high school before he transferred to Georgia Southern. But yeah, anyway, FSU, you just got to get back on track, man. But bye week this week, correct?
no, it was last week we played at Clemson, or
At
2 weeks ago.
Okay, so at Clemson.
This week's at Clemson.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, okay. At Clemson. At Clemson. So anyway, dude, Georgia Southern bye week this past week. Much, 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 much needed bye week. I will say, week prior, bad loss against Arkansas State, dude. Not good in the red zone, to be quite honest with you. You're up 14-0. I think we were up maybe 21-10 at one point, 24-10. And then, dude, we just get shut out. We couldn't get the offense rolling. The defense just can't stop a fly, man. And I mean, it's just we're struggling on the defensive side of the ball. We got App State, tomorrow night, dude, in Boone, North Carolina. It's going to be a tough environment, dude. Probably a sold out crowd, I would imagine, in Boone. They sell at the stadium damn near every single freaking week. It's not that hard to sell that place out. And I think they're expanding the stadium a little bit, and they still won't have trouble selling out that stadium. I mean, they got a rabid fan base, rivalry game, man, deeper than hate. Arguably one of the best rivalries in all of college football. Um, this rivalry dates back to the 90s, man, and this is the team that Georgia Southern has played the most in school history. And I hope we can go up there and win on national television, but I don't know, Cole. we got to be lights out on defense, and we got to be lights out on offense. Like, man, I just haven't seen a game this year of a complete 4 quarters. Some games like 2 weeks ago against Arkansas State, man, we had a good first half, but not a good second half. Like, and it's just like there's too many good first halves or bad second halves or bad first halves, good second halves, or man, we had a good fourth quarter, but like, dude, it just hasn't came together. And I mean, injuries are not helping out at all with that. And I was listening to the group of five guys this morning, Cole, and your offensive analyst at Florida State, Rick Stockstill, former head coach of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. But anyway, he said on their podcast, and I was listening to it, he said something along the lines of, at a school like Georgia or using Florida State for an example, or a Power Five program that have deep depth. They got, maybe a guy that's young, but is physically, ready to go. That's a backup and 4 or 5 star guy. That guy in front of him, he gets hurt. It hurts a team like an Ohio State or an Indiana or a big Power Four school. It hurts them. But at a school like in a Group of Five program like a Middle Tennessee or Georgia Southern, it destroys you. Like, dude, having a starter hurt just hurts, like destroys you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a school like Georgia Southern just doesn't have the depth as a school like a UGA does, or a big P4. You get what I'm saying?
Sorry, there's some stuff going. I'm checking on stuff at work, but I hear you completely because uh, it's just tough. It's tough. You are losing out on quality players because they're going and
Mhm.
getting paid now at the P4 level to sit and wait, but they're still getting paid. So it's just we're looking for more of that parity in college football that we used to have, and it's
Yeah.
just yeah, it's
It's
just
just like,
tough.
some of these guys that leave Georgia Southern or Group of Five school, they go and get paid and be a backup. Like, I understand it's hard not to take that money, but like, okay, why don't you stay at a school like Georgia Southern? I'll use Chance Gamble for an example. A lot of people were talking about on Twitter, like, oh, Chance is gone. Like, yes, he's not playing this year. He's season-ending injury, had surgery, but it's like, oh yeah, like rumor is like Chance Gamble is going in the portal. Okay, just using him for an example. What if he takes money to go back up at a P4, right? Less snaps, less that. Wouldn't he, if he takes less money at Georgia Southern, wouldn't he have a better opportunity to have film for the next level versus going to be a backup somewhere? Like, because isn't the ultimate goal of going to the NFL and having reps and film in college to be able to do that? Because I can guarantee you that NFL contract is worth a whole hell of a lot more than your college NIL money at any level, man. And it's just like, I don't get why some of these kids are like, yep. I do get the money part, but at the same time, like, man, if you know you're not going to make the NFL and you just want to go take the money out of P4 and go back up, man, have fun. Great.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you got life-changing money, but at the same time, like, it just doesn't help you get film and go to the NFL.
No, yeah, it's tough. That's why I think NIL needs a salary cap. It's like super
Yeah, I
important.
agree. And transfer portal got fixed that for now.
Eh.
We'll,
Is it? We'll see.
we'll see. This is first year of it. So, after the transfer portal window, I guess we can have this conversation again.
Hmm.
But, at the same time, to wrap it all up with Georgia Southern, you got App State Thursday, man. I think it's a touchdown spread, I believe. This
I'm
is
seeing +5.5.
Yeah, it's right around a touchdown, I think. I saw 6.5 or something like that. But anyway, I don't know about this game, Cole. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I'm gonna
+5.5, +175, over under 61.5.
I don't I from a wager standpoint, don't get me wrong, Cole. When we get around to wagers here in a second, I'm gonna put Georgia Southern in there because I always do it. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, like I don't know, man. You know what? For good luck, I'm not going to take them. I've decided not going to do it.
Really?
Not
Not
going to
even
do
the
it.
spread?
Not going to do it.
Not
Not going
even
to.
the spread?
Not going to take them.
You could take the
I
point.
might hypothetically I might tomorrow night, but I'm not going to take them for our wagers on the podcast. Does that make sense?
You could take the, hey, whenever you don't know what you're going to do, you can always, always, always take the over and root for points.
Yeah, because life's too short to bet the under. So
Yeah, I kind of regret hearing that because I have probably missed out on a ton of money just blindly betting overs that don't hit. But yeah, it's a big game. You just gotta go up there. It's a rivalry game. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in a rivalry game. Believe me, I would know anything can
I
happen.
mean,
So
the rivalry is great when both teams are rolling. Rivalry is great when both teams are not rolling. You know, it's a down year for both programs right now, but the freaking rivalry's still there. Like, dude, it's freaking deeper than hate. Like,
yeah,
this is your number one rival. Like, and I respect App State as a program as a whole. I mean, they've won national championships, but I don't respect Georgia State. I think Georgia State needs to give their football program a death penalty, honestly, because they're that bad. But
you're a better man than me. I hate both of my rivals so
I,
much. I
I,
hate
I hate
them.
them. I hate App
No,
State,
no,
but
no.
I respect them as a program.
I have nothing. I have no respect for Miami. I have no respect for Florida. I can't stand those assholes. I can't do it. I want
If
Miami to
you look if you
flood.
look
I want Miami to flood and you have to burn in flames. I can't stand
the
those
the
teams.
way the what I mean is basically if you look at it from a non-Florida State fan, like if you put that
I can't.
aside, if you
I
put
can't.
that, I mean, it's a hypothetical goal. Just
That's you're talking. I don't understand that. I can't comprehend. My brain cannot comprehend that. I
anyway,
can't mentally. You're saying this thing is a hypothetical, but the thing you're saying hypothetically doesn't make any hypothetical sense either.
it doesn't exist. That's why it's a hypothetical. Moving along because we were talking about gambling a little bit. I went last podcast I went 0-3. I'm 11-18 overall. Cole went 1-4. He is 15-23 overall. So this week, do you have yours, Cole?
Yeah, I have five. I threw these together like
Okay.
really quickly. I'm going back to the well. Okay.
Ready when you are.
Mississippi State plus 9.5 at home against the Dogs. And then I'm going to take
Plus
Ohio
nine and a half.
plus 9.5.
Okay.
I'm then going to alt spread Ohio State minus 27.5 at Purdue. I just think that you
Mhm.
just blindly take Ohio State and roll with it. I'm also going to do this. Battered Aggie syndrome is right around the corner. Texas A&M is top three. Give me Missouri. Alt spread it again plus 7.5. I think this stays within a touchdown. That's minus 135. I'm also going to take Virginia minus 6.5. The disrespect that they got in the playoff. This is a statement. Florida State just made a statement against Wake Forest. I think you can do it again. And then I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm taking Florida State team total over 27.5. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that because I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna take the
You've gotten burned a lot by half points, dude. A lot this year.
yeah. It's calling to me like the Green Goblin mask not to take Florida State money line, but I'm going to hold off.
I I've got two wagers this week, Cole.
Just two.
Just two. I'm gonna keep it simple, and I'm gonna keep it with our troops.
Oh,
I've got Army in the Fighting Jeff Munkins minus 6.5 versus Temple at home.
I saw that and I don't know. I stayed away. I didn't like it. I was like, is it only a touchdown? Why are they only a touchdown favorite?
Well, T Temple's actually not bad this year, man. They've got that coach from Sam Houston. Temple's actually like they're on the up right now. I'm serious. Like they're a good team, and so is Army. Like Temple being 5-4 is like crazy, dude. Like they're actually like good football team for their centers program. And then My second and final pick. Keep it with the troops. We've got Navy plus 25 and a half in South Bend cover. Telling
That's
you,
all. Just cover.
just
Just
cover.
cover. Just
Just
cover.
cover. Now, the Navy's defense is a little questionable, but they got a high flying offense. Just cover.
Notre Dame's rolling, dude. That's tough. That's
I
tough.
understand. I understand. I think Notre Dame's going to win, but watch, Navy's going to lose by 21 on the dot.
I'm adding two more plays I just found that I love, and I don't know how I missed it. I'm alt spreading again. I'm taking Indiana minus 13 and a half, and I'm also going to take Indiana total points over 31 and a half. I am all in on the Hoosiers. I love Kirk Cignetti.
You
I'm
got
all in.
Indiana minus
Minus
3 and a
13 and a
half.
half. This is an alt spread, minus
Okay.
125, because it's 14 and a half. And then the I'm gonna do
Team total.
over 31 and a half.
Okay.
Yep, yep, yep.
Got it. I was just updating it on the Twitter because I tweeted out live. But anyway, moving along, we've got winners and losers. My winner this week is going, I don't know. Do you have a winner?
It
Oh,
just happened a couple minutes ago.
go ahead.
Alex Ovechkin, first career player to go to 900 goals.
Oh, that's sick.
It
That's
happened a
sick,
couple minutes
dude.
ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick. That is awesome. That is
Yes, yes.
awesome.
Alex Ovechkin,
Um,
winner of the week.
my winner of the week, dude. I don't have one. I want to try to come up with one on the spot. My winner of the week, dude, is the Indianapolis Colts.
Mm, because they got Sauce Gardner.
Yes.
I mean, hey,
So my loser of the week is the New York Jets because they're an absolute poverty franchise. They're not a serious NFL franchise whatsoever. Woody Johnson should sell the team. He is the worst owner in all of major sports. He is absolute horrible. He's senile, just like Jerry Jones. He's dealing with Jerry Jones with Quinnen Williams. You got two guys that should be in a home that shouldn't be managing NFL franchises. And guess what? Perfect. Perfect. They're perfect for each other, dude. The Jets are horrible. They're completely okay with winning a handful of games every single year, and they're fine with that. They never want to be good. They're not serious, dude. They're horrible. I can't stand them. They've got good looking uniforms, though, but I cannot stand the Jets, dude. I don't know why I do it to myself, dude. I can't take it anymore, Cole. And dude, I already had the like final straw with them. Like, dude, we had a breakup. We had a breakup, a clean break. Actually, not a clean break, of an ugly break. But this was just the dagger in the freaking heart, dude. You know, I'm a jersey collector, right? As you know, like I like just collecting jerseys. All of my Jets jerseys that I own,
none of them are on the
every
same.
single one of them got traded. Not Not, not, not just cut or whatever. Every single one got traded.
Please buy an Azrae Thomas jersey right now. Get him out of there.
Dude,
You wait, you don't understand the power that you hold.
except Le'Veon Bell. I don't think Le'Veon Bell got traded.
You don't understand the power that you hold. If every single player that you buy the jersey for gets traded,
Mhm.
if you don't like a player, buy his jersey, they'll get traded.
I don't like any of them at this point. I really wanted a Garrett Wilson jersey or Breece Hall jersey, and it's just like, dude, like,
Set them free. They want you to buy jerseys so that you
you know
that
what I'm gonna do? If I want to get another Jets jersey, I'm just gonna go classic Joe Namath, or like
oh yeah.
get like a Vinny Testaverde jersey. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or like a
No,
niche
no,
one.
no, 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 no,
I
no,
knew
no,
that would
Vinny.
piss you off.
Nope.
That's why I
Yeah,
said that
no,
because he went to
no,
Miami.
yeah, no, Vinny. None of that. None of that. Ew. Gross, gross.
Well,
Disgusting.
if you would have let me finish, I was gonna say niche Jordan Travis jersey.
Get a
But
Jermaine Johnson. Get a Jermaine Johnson jersey.
yeah, yeah, he'll probably get traded too. Um, but yeah, to follow up with that,
My loser of the week.
Yes, and then I have one more thing.
My loser of the week is it's so easy to just say the Miami Hurricanes because they do it every year. Every year
Every
they
year,
just
bro.
lose and lose and lose. Oh my gosh. How
The way they lost to SMU was hilarious too, by the way.
I don't know if you saw this. Rhett Lashlee put three out of the four captains were Miami transfers. I've cashed SMU live plus 250. I
Ooh,
knew it was going to
ooh.
happen. I knew it was going to happen. Ah, it's a cop out, them being my loser of the week. It's such a cop out that I'm also adding the whole YouTube TV, Disney, ESPN streaming services. Enough's enough. This is outrageous. We need to fight. If we haven't fought
Genius
back
move
hard
on
enough,
their end to do it in the middle of the football season too.
if we haven't fought, if there's something that can bring all of us together, it's our hatred for streaming services and cable companies. We need to, if we're gonna
I'm
do
fine just bringing
something,
back good old fashioned cable.
we need to just overthrow it all. We need to take out the mouse. We need to take out the YouTube TV execs. We need to take out everybody, and we need to put proper, real blooded, non money hungry Americans in charge. Let me be in charge of the streaming services. You know what? I'm putting
You
it back down to like $50 a month. $50 a month. That's all I'm putting it as. You get everything that you want. $50 a month.
Yep.
Everybody's happy.
Yep. And you know what I would do? I would make an NFL Red Zone and Sunday ticket style for college football.
I don't like that. I like college football being where it is. I like the NFL Sunday for like fantasy purposes and stuff, but for me, because there's only 32 teams,
Hmm.
college football's so tough, bro. It's so you'd
It
have to
would never
divvy it up by,
happen.
I mean, if you went by conference,
Yeah, if you buy like the conference package,
I
you
don't know. I
yeah.
just want to go. I just sometimes I want to go back to the God. If we're going back to things that should have been nostalgic, I want to go back to the proper conferences that we were in. I want to go back to bowl games mattering. I want to go back to Netflix being cheap. I want
I
to
want to
go.
also flip on my TV and be able to watch the Braves anytime that I please. And now I can't even watch the Braves anymore. Like you gotta have this FanDuel, and then like sometimes it'll block you out and like, oh, you can just download FanDuel for a certain amount a month. And it's like, dude, I don't want to have another subscription. I've got freaking 30 of them. Like, and the Braves are just, if the Braves were actually worth a crap, you know. And speaking of baseball, we didn't dive into the World Series. The end of
That's
game
it.
seven was
Plus,
unbelievable, dude.
it doesn't matter. Plus 185 preseason odds to win the World
Yeah.
Series. It doesn't.
Yeah. I mean,
It was a great series. It sucks. It sucks the way it. You pay $1 billion. Get
it's
ready for
Simone's
the
Dodgers way to freaking win, dude.
get ready for a lockout. I am here for it. I'm also on to you. I'm on to Shohei Ohtani. That thank you in English was done way too well.
And you know what,
That
Shohei? I think he was gambling. Not gonna lie. I think he was gambling, but they never do it. He's the freaking darling of the MLB. It's an unbelievable player. But anyway, last thing I got, because we did mention the Jets that happened since the last podcast. Rest in peace, Nick Mangold. Unexpectedly passed away. Nick Mangold, Jets legend. You know what? If I have to get another Jets jersey, Cole, it
Nick
was Jet. It
Mangold.
was a Jet for life. Mangold would be a good one, man. Especially like the Brickashaw Ferguson, dude. Like early my Jets early fandom days, dude. Like
Still
consider,
one of my favorite names of all time,
oh,
Shaw
dude.
Ferguson.
Even more niche, especially now. Getting a Mark Sanchez jersey would be crazy work. Um,
That's like getting an Aaron Hernandez jersey.
Aaron Hernandez or OJ.
Hey, we're out of college. We can't do that anymore.
Yeah. Dude. But yeah, dude, that's all we got. Tune in tomorrow night, Cole. Georgia Southern App State.
Hey, tune in ACC Network if you can. I don't know if you can with everything going on, but tune in ACC Network
I don't even know at
7:30.
this point, dude. I've told
7:30
I'm just
Saturday
gonna
night.
I'm gonna figure it out this weekend, and I ponied up so I can watch Georgia Southern tomorrow night. But that's all I've done. I'm gonna figure out the rest this weekend.
Saturday night. I will watch Thursday night. You watch Saturday night, and I will give you this. It is go Eagles, hail damn Southern, Gata, everything. Y'all are beating App State tomorrow. Beat
I
App.
hope so.
Show them who the real bosses of the deeper than hate rivalry is. And then finally, go Knowles. We got to go win. Go take over Death Valley. We've done it
Yeah.
many times before.
Kind of rivalry weekend. So, not rivalry weekend really. Georgia Southern should be playing App State at the end of the
It's
year, but
it's the
I
we the
mean,
we. It used to be the Bowden Bowl. Now it's the We Hate the ACC Bowl.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But, yeah. Anyway, hey, episode 58 in the books. We'll be hopefully back next week. I don't know. Life is a little crazy.
Probably.
So,
Yeah, we
but
got
yeah.
this.
All right. Hail Southern.
Go Knowles.